In a galaxy filled with strange creatures and advanced technology, the Galactic Council met to discuss Earth. This council was made up of leaders from different alien races. They often gathered to talk about important matters, but today they were laughing at the idea of humans. "Humans are weak," said a tall, green-skinned alien named Zorak. His eyes glowed bright red as he spoke. "They are scared of everything. They will never fight." The other council members nodded, agreeing with Zorak. They thought humans were nothing more than soft creatures who avoided conflict. After all, humans had never taken part in any galactic war. They believed that Earth was just a small, peaceful planet with no real power. In the middle of the meeting sat a human ambassador named Alex. He had come to represent Earth, hoping to share his people's true spirit. With short brown hair and bright blue eyes, Alex looked determined. He raised his hand to speak. "Excuse me," Alex said, his voice calm but firm. "Humans may not have fought in your wars, but that does not mean we are afraid. We have our own strengths." The council members turned to him, smirking. "What strengths?" another alien asked. This one was a small, furry creature named Tiki. "You can barely defend your own planet from natural disasters." Alex took a deep breath. He knew he needed to make them understand. "We are creative and resourceful. We find solutions to problems in unique ways. We protect our planet with science, technology, and teamwork." Zorak laughed loudly. "What can your science do against the forces of the galaxy? You have no experience in war." "You are weak!" Alex felt a surge of anger, but he remained calm. "If you think we are weak, I challenge you to come to Earth. See for yourselves how we live and fight. You may be surprised." The council members whispered among themselves. They were intrigued but still skeptical. After a short discussion, they decided to accept Alex's challenge. They would visit Earth, convinced that they could prove their point. As the meeting ended, Alex felt a mix of hope and fear. He wanted to show the council what humans could do, but he also worried they would not understand. He prepared for their arrival, knowing that he had to prove that humans were more than what the council thought. Days later, the council's ships landed on Earth. The aliens stepped out, looking around with curiosity. They saw the beauty of Earth, the green trees, blue oceans, and colorful cities. But they still didn't understand the people. "Look at them," Zorak said, shaking his head. "They are celebrating something. They do not look like warriors." The council watched as humans danced, played games, and shared food. They seemed happy and carefree. Tiki remarked, "They are having a festival. They do not fear anything because they are too busy having fun." But then something unexpected happened. As the aliens continued to observe, a dark shadow appeared in the sky. An alien ship, not from the Galactic Council, descended toward Earth. It was an enemy ship ready to attack. Panic spread through the crowd of humans. The council members looked at each other, fear in their eyes. "What are they going to do?" one member whispered. Alex felt a spark of determination. "Now you will see what humans are truly made of," he said. He rushed to the front, ready to lead his people against the threat. As the enemy ship landed, humans quickly gathered. They grabbed whatever they could find, tools, makeshift weapons, and even fire extinguishers. Alex knew they were outnumbered, but he believed in the strength of humanity. The Galactic Council watched in awe as humans prepared to defend their home. They realized that maybe, just maybe, they had underestimated these creatures. The battle was about to begin, and the Council would witness a side of humanity they had never seen before. As the sun rose over Earth, the Galactic Council members looked out from their ships. They were excited yet skeptical about what they would find on this small blue planet. The humans had invited them to experience their world, and today was the day. The ships landed softly on a grassy field near a busy city. The aliens stepped out, their colorful skins and strange shapes contrasting with the green grass. Humans were already gathering to welcome them. They were curious and cheerful, waving and smiling at their visitors. Alex, the human ambassador, stepped forward. He wore a simple yet neat outfit, ready to greet the council. "Welcome to Earth. We are happy to have you here," he said, his voice filled with warmth. The council members exchanged glances, still unsure of what to expect. "What will we see?" Zorak asked, his red eyes narrowing with suspicion. "You will see our cities, our culture, and how we live," Alex replied. "Let's start with a tour." The group began walking toward the city. As they entered, the council members were amazed by the sights and sounds around them. Colorful buildings towered above, and humans filled the streets chatting and laughing. Musicians played cheerful tunes, and the smell of delicious food filled the air. "This is strange," Tiki said, tilting his furry head. "They seem happy, but where is their strength?" Alex smiled. "Our strength is not just in fighting. It is also in our creativity, our kindness, and our ability to work together." They passed by a park where children played. Some were flying kites, while others were playing games with bright colors. The aliens watched as humans smiled and cheered for each other. Zorak frowned, still unconvinced. "This is all just play. What happens when danger comes?" "Let's keep going," Alex said, leading them further into the city. They reached a large square filled with artists painting and sculpting. The council members were intrigued. They had never seen such talent and passion. "Why do they spend their time on this?" another alien asked. "Art is a part of who we are," Alex explained. "It brings us joy and helps us express our feelings. It also unites us as a people." Suddenly, a loud sound filled the air. A massive machine, a construction vehicle, rolled into the square. Humans cheered as it started building a new structure. The aliens watched in awe. "They can create such machines?" Zorak asked, surprised. "Yes," Alex replied proudly. "We are good at building and inventing. It is one of our strengths." As they continued their tour, they came to a community center where humans were gathered to discuss important issues. Alex explained how humans work together to solve problems. The council members were impressed. "They can communicate and cooperate," one of them said, beginning to see the value in what humans offered. However, just as they were starting to feel more comfortable, a sudden commotion broke out. A group of humans ran past, pointing at the sky. The aliens looked up to see dark clouds gathering. "What is happening?" Tiki exclaimed. "It looks like a storm is coming," Alex said, his voice tense. "But do not worry. We have plans to stay safe." The council members watched as humans quickly organized themselves. They helped each other find shelter, handing out supplies and offering support. Zorak's eyes widened in disbelief. "They are working together." "Even when scared?" "Yes," Alex replied. "This is how we face challenges. We may not have fought in wars, but we stand together in tough times." As the rain began to fall, the council members realized that humans had a different kind of strength. They could unite and support one another, even in fear. The council had come to Earth thinking humans were afraid, but they were beginning to understand that humans were strong in ways they had never imagined. As the storm passed, the sun came out again, and a beautiful rainbow appeared in the sky. The council members exchanged glances, a new understanding forming between them. Perhaps, they thought, they had misjudged these creatures after all. After the unexpected storm, the Galactic Council members were left in shock. They had come to Earth to prove that humans were weak and afraid, but instead, they witnessed strength in unity and creativity. Just as the Council began to understand, a dark shadow loomed over the planet. Alex, the human ambassador, felt a chill in the air as the enemy ship descended. He had seen this type of ship before, an enemy of Earth. Panic spread through the crowd as people realized the danger. They looked to Alex for guidance, and he took a deep breath, ready to lead them. "Everyone, stay calm!" Alex shouted, raising his voice above the noise. "We need to prepare for battle." The Galactic Council watched as humans quickly sprang into action. They were not just running in fear, they were organizing. Alex moved swiftly, gathering volunteers to defend their home. Zorak and Tiki exchanged worried glances, unsure of what to make of this sudden change. "Do they really think they can fight against such a powerful enemy?" Zorak asked, his voice filled with doubt. "They are preparing in a way we have never seen," Tiki replied, his furry brow furrowed. "Perhaps we underestimated them after all." As Alex led a group of humans to a local community center, he rallied everyone around him. "We may be outnumbered, but we have the power of teamwork and creativity. Let's use our minds to come up with a plan." In the center, humans were grabbing tools, weapons, and anything they could use to protect themselves. Some were pulling out old sports equipment, bats, sticks, and nets. Others were gathering supplies to create makeshift defenses. Alex noticed a group of engineers working together to modify a large construction vehicle, turning it into a mobile shield. "Look at that!" Alex exclaimed, pointing at the vehicle. "We can use it to block attacks and protect our people." The humans cheered, feeling hopeful. They began to form small groups, each with a specific task. Some were building barricades, while others were preparing food and water for those who would fight. The atmosphere was charged with determination. Meanwhile, the Galactic Council observed in amazement. They are working together as if they have trained for this, Tiki said, shaking his head. How can they be so ready? Alex, overhearing them, stepped forward. Humans are always ready to protect their home. We may not have formal training like you, but we learn from every challenge we face. Each one makes us stronger. The council members began to feel a shift in their opinions. They watched as humans shared stories of bravery and courage, motivating one another. The humans spoke about their ancestors who had fought for freedom and safety. These stories ignited a fire in their hearts. As night fell, the atmosphere changed. The humans gathered in a circle, holding hands. Alex stood in the middle, looking at the faces of his people. We are about to face a great challenge, but together we can overcome anything, he said passionately. Let us remember that we fight for our families, our friends, and our future. With that, the group shouted in unison, "For Earth!" The sound echoed across the field, reaching the ears of the Galactic Council. Zorak felt a strange warmth in his chest. They are truly brave, he said, his voice softening. They fight not just for themselves, but for each other. As the enemy ship hovered above the city, humans prepared to defend their home. They set traps and created distractions to confuse the enemy. Alex led the charge, ready to show the council what humanity was capable of. In the distance, the enemy ship unleashed a loud roar, signaling its intent to attack. The humans stood tall, their hearts pounding with adrenaline. They knew the fight would be tough, but they were ready to face whatever came their way. The Galactic Council members exchanged glances, now filled with respect for the humans. They realized that the strength of humanity was not only in their physical power, but in their spirit. The battle was about to begin, and the Council would witness humanity's true power. The air was thick with tension as the enemy ship hovered ominously above the city. Bright lights flashed from the ship, illuminating the worried faces of the humans below. Alex stood at the front, ready to lead his people into the fight of their lives. "Everyone, listen!" Alex shouted, trying to keep his voice steady. "Stay focused. We will face this challenge together. Trust in each other and remember what we are fighting for." The humans nodded, determination shining in their eyes. Zorak and Tiki, watching from a safe distance, felt a mixture of fear and admiration for the humans. They had never seen such courage before. The enemy ship unleashed a loud blast, shaking the ground beneath them. The humans quickly scattered, moving to their positions. Some climbed onto the makeshift barricades, while others prepared the mobile shield that Alex and the engineers had built. The plan was simple: use the shield to protect their people and distract the enemy long enough to fight back. As the first wave of enemy soldiers dropped from the ship, the humans stood their ground. They threw rocks, used their improvised weapons, and shouted loudly to intimidate the invaders. It was a chaotic scene, but there was an unbreakable spirit among them. "Look at them fight!" Zorak said, his eyes wide with surprise. "They are not backing down!" "They fight for their homes," Tiki replied, feeling a new respect for the humans. "This is their strength." The battle raged on as more enemy soldiers landed. The humans worked together, using their creativity to outsmart the attackers. Alex spotted a group of enemy soldiers trying to break through the barricade. "We need to push them back!" he yelled. He rallied a group of brave volunteers, charging forward with their makeshift weapons. The humans fought fiercely, surprising the enemy with their courage and teamwork. Alex swung a bat, hitting an enemy soldier while others used nets and ropes to trap their foes. Despite the chaos, the humans remained focused. They shouted encouragement to one another, creating a bond that only grew stronger in battle. "Keep pushing! We can do this!" Alex yelled, his voice ringing above the noise. Meanwhile, Zorak and Tiki could not help but feel inspired. They had come to Earth thinking humans were weak, but they were witnessing something extraordinary. The Galactic Council members began to realize that they had misunderstood humanity. The fight was not just physical, it was a testament to their spirit and unity. As the enemy forces advanced, the humans activated the mobile shield. It rolled forward, blocking enemy blasts and protecting those behind it. The council members watched, amazed by the humans' quick thinking and innovation. "This is impressive," Tiki said, his voice filled with awe. "They adapt and find ways to survive." But just when the humans seemed to gain the upper hand, the enemy released a powerful weapon from their ship. A bright beam shot down, threatening to destroy everything in its path. The humans gasped, fear spreading among them. "Get to cover!" Alex shouted, trying to keep everyone calm. They scrambled to find shelter, but the blast was coming too quickly. In that moment, Zorak and Tiki made a decision. They could not just stand by and watch. The Galactic Council had to help. With a shared look of determination, they leapt into action. They flew their ships down, aiming to distract the enemy. "Attention, invaders!" Zorak shouted through the ship's loudspeakers. "You will face the might of the Galactic Council." The enemy turned, surprised to see the alien ships joining the fight. The sudden change confused them, giving the humans a chance to regroup. Alex saw the ships coming to their aid and felt a surge of hope. "Now is our chance!" he yelled. "Let's push them back together." With renewed strength, the humans charged forward alongside the Council ships. The aliens fired their advanced weapons, while the humans used their creativity and determination. Together they fought as one, creating a powerful force that the enemy had not expected. The tide of the battle began to turn. The combined efforts of the humans and the Galactic Council proved to be a formidable alliance. The enemy was overwhelmed, realizing they had underestimated both the humans and their new allies. As the fight continued, the humans felt a new sense of pride. They were not just fighting for their planet, they were proving that they were strong, united, and ready to defend what mattered most. The battle was far from over, but together they had a chance to win. The battle raged on, but the tide had turned. With the combined strength of the humans and the Galactic Council, they pushed the enemy back, driving them away from the city. The sounds of fighting filled the air, but there was a growing sense of hope among the defenders. They were fighting for their homes, and they were not alone. As the humans and Council ships launched their final attack, the enemy began to falter. Their soldiers, overwhelmed by the fierce determination of their opponents, started to retreat back to their ship. Alex felt a surge of adrenaline as he rallied his fellow humans. "Let's finish this! Together!" With shouts of encouragement, the humans pressed forward. They used their improvised weapons and creative tactics to outsmart the enemy, pushing them closer to their ship. Zorak and Tiki, flying overhead, coordinated with the humans on the ground, providing air support. They fired warning shots to intimidate the enemy and protect the humans fighting below. The enemy ship, realizing they could not win, began to lift off the ground. But it was too late. A group of brave humans managed to climb onto the ship's side, determined to stop their escape. "We can't let them get away!" one of them shouted, clutching a rope. The Galactic Council members watched in awe. The bravery of these humans was unlike anything they had ever seen. Tiki turned to Zorak, a newfound respect shining in his eyes. "They are not just warriors, they are heroes. They fight for their people, and they fight together." With a final push, the humans overwhelmed the last of the enemy soldiers. The ship's doors swung open, and the remaining enemies fled inside, panicking as they tried to escape. Alex and his friends cheered in victory as the ship began to lift into the sky. Suddenly, the humans realized that they had earned a true victory. They had defended their home and stood strong against a powerful enemy. As the enemy ship disappeared into the stars, the humans celebrated their hard-fought triumph. "We did it!" Alex shouted, raising his bat in the air. "We showed them what we are made of." The crowd erupted in cheers, laughter, and relief. The Galactic Council descended from their ships, landing among the humans. Zorak and Tiki stepped forward, their expressions serious but filled with respect. "You fought bravely today," Zorak said, addressing Alex and the other humans. "We came here thinking you were afraid, but we were wrong. You have shown us that your spirit is unbreakable." Alex smiled, feeling the weight of those words. "Thank you. We had to protect our home, and we couldn't have done it without your help." Tiki nodded, his voice warm. "We have much to learn from you. Your teamwork and creativity in battle are impressive. You have earned our respect." The humans exchanged glances, surprised and proud. They had always thought of the Galactic Council as powerful beings, but now they felt equal. They had proven themselves in battle and earned the respect of their once doubtful allies. As the celebration continued, the humans and council members shared stories of their cultures and experiences. They laughed together, united by the challenges they had faced. The battle had changed everything. They were no longer strangers, but allies. The council leaders began to discuss their next steps. "We should strengthen our alliance," Zorak suggested. "Together we can face any threat." Alex agreed, feeling hopeful for the future. "Yes! We can learn from each other and grow stronger together. Let's protect not just Earth, but all of our worlds." The humans and the Galactic Council embraced the idea, and plans were made to unite their forces. They would train together, share technology, and learn about each other's strengths. The humans had shown they were fierce warriors, and now they had allies who respected them. As night fell, the stars twinkled overhead, symbolizing a new beginning. The humans looked up at the sky, feeling a sense of pride and hope. They had faced their fears and shown their strength. They were no longer just a misunderstood species. They were warriors, allies, and heroes. In the hearts of both the humans and the Galactic Council, respect had been earned. A bond had been formed, and together they would face whatever challenges lay ahead. The universe was vast, but with their newfound unity, they were ready to explore it side by side.